Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the third-ranked team, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the third-ranked team, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Pre-snap motion from the offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Payne. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. The Wolverines will line up to kick it away. That's the first punt today for the offense. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. There's the handoff. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Receiver makes the grab. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48. And the Aggies will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. Oh, that one's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. This defense recognized that this offense wanted to throw the football. They pinned their ears back, got into attack mode, and came up with a nice sack.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. The Wolverines will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. And it's taken right on the midfield logo. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 30 now. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he will score. Touchdown, Aggies.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. First play of the drive, they look to the right. They'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Second down play coming up. Dropping back. It's Payne. It's caught. Breaks loose at the 40. And an explosive play. Stop finally made across midfield at the 44. And the Wolverines come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Here's the second down play. Play action fake. Looking to throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Fires it to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
And this is a big-time play by this linebacker showing his versatility. We know he can stop the run, but in zone defense with cover 2, he's got an area he's got to be able to defend. That's exactly what he did. And I don't know if the quarterback even saw him or knew that he was capable of making a play like that.
And here's the handoff. They've got him down out near the 40. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Quarterback looking to scramble. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive.
And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who of course played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
Going to try to use his legs here. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the first down. The Aggies looking to crank up the tempo a bit. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field.
How about this call here on 3rd down, Chris? They go with the RPO. The quarterback makes the right read. He's able to extend this drive by getting the yards that they needed to get to the marker.
Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Finding some room at the 25. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Ball handed off. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. Send the back in motion. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the 1st quarter. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. And the quarterback just sneaks it.
No, I don't blame him to go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the 1st down. But, hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the 1st down.
And they'll try the quarterback sneak.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
So instead of a chip shot attempt for a 2-score lead, they keep the offense on the field to go for it on 4th down. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. At midfield, inside the 40, inside the 20. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Wolverines. And on this conference championship stage, it's the defense that makes the play to tie this game up.
Man, Chris, think about this. There's so much at stake. You're trying to win a conference championship. Who knows? Maybe move on, get to the postseason, into a playoff. And to come up with a play like this from your defense where they create the turnover and score themselves to tie this thing up. This is going to be an exciting finish.
See if they can convert the point after. And it's good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the fair catch signal for it taken. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. The 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
PAT puts them in front by 7. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. The pocket breaking down. Receiver makes the catch. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Well, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Greasy had, 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
Dropping back, it's Payne. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, his quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. It could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Using his legs here. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. They'll try the option play here. The back's got it on the pitch. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Dump ball's caught by the running back. Drop for a loss after the catch on third down. Sets up a fourth down now. And the Aggies will have to kick this away. First part of the game now, looking to pin him back deep. And the punt will bounce and go out of bounds down at the 5-yard line. Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Back to pass. It's Payne. Finds an open target on the left side. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
This is good pressure by the defense, and it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
The Wolverines will bring their punt team onto the field. And the ball is away from inside the 10. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Caught in the backfield. It's Callow. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. The Aggies come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. Offense getting set. It's second down. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Handoff from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
I like the call here. Third down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on third down and long.
Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. The offense couldn't convert on fourth down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Downfield and incomplete. A fourth down stop. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. He'll hand it off. They get him down, but that's a solid game. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Looking to pass. It's Payne. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. The Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Running back has it on a screen now. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. The defense takes their 3rd and final timeout to make some adjustments at the sideline. 1st down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he will score! Touchdown, Michigan!
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Now the all-important extra point. And there's the point after. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the pickup. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. The pass rush closing in. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock. After the 2nd down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He slings this one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
And that punt will just bounce away from the returner and out of bounds, so no return. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They get the second half started with the running play. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. When they hit him just as he releases the ball, it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He finds the running back in the flat. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have the sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Lets it go. The QB throws his third pick of the day. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a run. Running back's got it. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
It's an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards right.
So the offense faces third and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, these guys clearly weren't even thinking about a field goal on this one. They know that field goals won't win a game like this anyway, so be aggressive. And now it's 1st and goal.
The Wolverines come to the line with 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Wolverines. They'll take the lead in the second half.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Has the force still on the move. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, A&M.
Oh, man, it's plays like this that make the defensive coordinator want to throw his headset. Or control it. I mean, he gets carved up on the ground by the quarterback. It's definitely frustrating. What a great job by the quarterback, seeing the opportunity to not just pick up a big gain here, but take it in for 6 himself.
And now here comes the point after attempt. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. This one will be fair caught. Reed's offense is back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
They're backed up, 2nd and long at the 19. And now they'll run it on the draw. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The back just had no chance there. The defense is all over the draw play to stop him behind the line.
Yeah, I don't know if they were tipped off or what, but they weren't fooled at all. You could tell the defense was dialed in, knew exactly what was coming, and made the tackle.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And it's broken up there. Great play, a 4th down stop.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Wideouts now clustered. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris, is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
They'll kick it away here. This will bounce and head out of bounds inside the 10. That's a great punt. The offense will be pinned back. Michigan offense back out on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Looking to throw. It's Payne. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Catch made on the left side. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Try to catch the defense with the draw. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete for a third straight play. The Wolverines bring their punt team onto the field. And that sets up a return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Inside the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Now, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Aggies. This offense cannot be stopped.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
So with the PAT, they take a 7-point lead, 28-21. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Back to throw. It's Payne. Receiver makes the and he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll send the offense up to the 31.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Now the offense is set up with a short field. Handoff heading left. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Here comes a handoff. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. In the clear at the 25. Touchdown, Texas A&M. No chance to catch it.
Love how the quarterback waited until the last possible second to draw the defense in until he pitches it out on the option play. And not only does he get big yards, but they turn into a touchdown.
And now the try here for the extra point. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Call for the fair catch here. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Catch made over the middle. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Hey, it's a nice... First down on the ground, that's a great job. But remember, it's a two-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
It's a draw play. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4. And the Wolverines come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Looking downfield, it's Payne. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
critical third down plays coming up. Direct snap to the pack. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Now that stop is going to bring up fourth down, and looking at the clock, I think it's a no-brainer. In a two-possession game, you've got to go for this, and you've got to hope to convert to stay in the game.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a fourth down completion. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game. And the ball will turn over on downs.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Gabe moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
First down here for this offense. He'll hand it off. That run moves the ball across the 40.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Rifles this football to the left. And it's intercepted on a desperation throw here. And he's got some open field ahead. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. It's a short completion to the big tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Receiver makes the catch. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to scramble now. Tries to get loose in the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. Now it's second down here. Dropping back. It's Payne. Makes a quick grab. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Can he get there on the ground? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Wow! That is interception number 4 today for this QB. Short return tackle at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 45. Finally brought down, but the gain moves it to the 44.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.